Yeah, last night I realized a very powerful step in self control. So, quick backstory, I have about enough money to last me a month, and I really want to make trading work. And I've put myself under this pressure on purpose to jump into the deep end and really feel like I have to swim, otherwise, I'm going to sink. And the pressure has been getting to me this week, and yes, last week, a lot. And um, it's making me uncomfortable. And on top of that, I've not been having good sleeps. I've had a couple of late nights, and I constantly wake up in the middle of the night because of the cats. Um, and last night I was super tired. Like, I've been going to bed like my eyes hurting. I've got pain like here in my temple, and the last few nights, especially, I've actually been really struggling to get to bed because to sleep. Sorry, because as I lay there, the pressure and the it's just the pressure really. It's the pressure that sits there and builds upon me and goes, "You need to get to sleep. We've got shit to do." Like, half of me's like, I need to sleep. Half of me's like, okay, we got shit to do. But then I'm in this limbo, and then there's another part of me that's so tired and that like really wants to get to sleep. And all of that just adds up makes me lie there and just toss and turn, and I cannot sleep. And it feels like the problem is because I'm not comfortable, but the problem is my own mind. And this is what I wanted to talk about, self control. Like, last night hit me because I had such a powerful experience last night. So I'm lying there tossing and turning, can't sleep. And then I realised that the pressure that I've put on myself is not helping this situation. So I've put myself under pressure, right? And the thing that I realised last night was that I need to remove pressure. But the funny thing is, I had to apply pressure to myself to realise that pressure is the enemy. So, for example, it's not just pressure that's the enemy, sorry. It's this whole story that we create for ourselves that's the enemy. So I'm lying there thinking, okay, really need to get sleep. Oh, I've been tossing and turning. Like, it's like 10 o'clock. I've gone to bed early thinking I'm going to get a good amount of sleep now because I've gone to bed early, but I'm just lying there tossing and turning and I can't get to sleep. So then I go, okay, I need to take away the pressure to get to sleep. So I start just breathing and I start thinking about, okay, I'm really relaxed. Like, there's no pressure to go to sleep right now. I'm just really relaxed. And it didn't work straight away, but instantly I did get more relaxed and I got more, like, the pain in my eyes and the pain in my brain started disappearing straight away. I didn't fall asleep instantly, but so after a while, like, I must have carried on doing it because I did fall asleep. But then in the night, I woke up to the biggest thud of my cat. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but he must have jumped on something, fell off it, boom, thud, and then he must have scared himself. So we sprinted out of the room. And normal me, like, not normal me, but previous me would have been so fucking fuming. I would have absolutely raged. I would have been like, what the fuck? Like, I would have been like, because I hate being woken up in my sleep as well. And it's just, normal me would have absolutely been fuming. But I think because I started coaching myself into the sleep last night, I heard it and it woke me up. And I just literally lay there and I didn't even connect to the emotion one bit. Like I literally just I let it go. I just instantly just went, whoa, that just woke me up. What the hell was that? And then I just went, okay. And and in my mind I knew what I was doing as well, because I was like, there was this part of me in my head that was like, I don't need to connect to the emotion of this. Yes, it's woke me up. Yes, I hate being woken up in the middle of the night and I want to get some sleep, but like, if I connect to this thing now, it's gonna wake me up more, and that's the mad thing that happens. Like when I get woken up in the middle of the night, because I get so furious and frustrated with it, and it makes me go, oh well, now I can't get back to sleep. It actually means that I can't get back to sleep because I've attached to this emotion, and I've got this like rage inside of me, this burning feeling inside of me. Whereas last night, even though it was the maddest thing, it woke me up and I did not even I didn't even care to connect to it at all, and because of that I went back to sleep instantly. And then it made me realize that the emotion is like a bubble. It's like this thing, it's like this, it's not real. This emotion is a bubble. Imagine blowing a bubble, right? And it just floats, and the emotions, they don't touch you because they're not real, they can't touch you, but they just float near you like this, and all these bubbles like this. And then we add context to these bubbles, and we add pressure to these bubbles. The pressure is the context, because the context says, um, this is the story that I've attached to this emotion as well. So, for example, from my example last night would be like, okay, the cat woke me up. The story behind that is that the cat constantly wakes me up, so I'm furious that it keeps happening, and I that because the cat's woke me up, I can't get back to sleep as fast now. So because of that, I'm now gonna have a bad day tomorrow, and all this kind of stuff. That's the context. That's the story that I've attached to this emotional bubble. And last night I realized that well, I've kind of known it anyway, that these things are not real. Like it's a curtain, you just lift it. The emotion doesn't exist. But the thing that made me realize it last night was like, I can just literally pop these bubbles by taking away all the context and all the pressure behind it. Because yeah, like the emotion, it comes and goes, but you can let them pass if you don't connect to them, if you don't apply story to them, if you don't apply meaning to them, if you don't apply context and perception to them. If you just let that emotion go past, it's gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. And I literally kind of dreamt of that as well. Like as I was lying there, I actually imagined myself going through this room, and I had this kind of emotional bouncer that was next to me, like this bodyguard that was next to me. And the bodyguard would go into the room, pop all the bubbles of emotion, and then I would be able to walk in, and I'd be like, oh, okay, this is nice. And like it happened to me last night. That was kind of my part of my dream of like, um, while that thing happened, it felt like I had this bodyguard that just went in, popped all the bubbles, and then I was like, okay, cool, it's nice in here. And then it was just relaxing after that. Um, and then I started thinking about it in terms of sports. Like I always think of the analogy of like taking a penalty. If you're on the training ground taking penalties, nobody's watching. There's no pressure. There's no story. There's no emotion connected to it. Whereas if you take a penalty, that is the last penalty that's going to win you the World Cup, and there's 100,000 fans in the stadium plus millions of people watching home. That is exactly the same penalty situation, but there is intense emotion and story and pressure attached to it. And I wanted to, the interesting thing about it as well is that really the truth is that it's about staying in the present moment, because the present moment means that you are not attaching to any of that stuff. It's unraveling the story. And the thing that helps also, I think like all of that stuff is cool, but the practical application of that is to sit there and go, okay, you unravel it in your own mind. You create you create what's the word? You create what is the word? Ah, it's on the tip of my tongue, man. Rationale. You rationalize it. You sit there and go, okay, I want to go to sleep now. Okay, cool. So what's the problem? Pressure. Pressure is I've got pressure that I really want to go to sleep, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Okay, cool. So question for myself: if I sit here thinking about sleep, is that gonna make me go to sleep faster? No. Okay, so what's gonna make me go to sleep faster? By slowing down my breathing, by letting go any thoughts, by relaxing my body, by not attaching to the emotion, not feeling the worry, and slowly as I start doing that, I'm breaking that whole bubble apart. It's like this bubble just slowly starts just to drop like that, and it's before you know it, it's gone and it doesn't exist. And this this thing you can apply to every single thing in your life. You can apply it to going to sleep, taking penalties, trading. You could apply it to any fear that actually isn't real. And I feel like 90% of fears aren't real because they're not actually impending on you right now, and there's no life or death situation right now. It's just okay. I have this emotion and I have a story connected to it, and for that reason, my vision is blurred. My the path to success, the path to from A to B is blocked by this thing that actually doesn't even exist. And I've kind of studied like myself with this YouTube channel, and I look back and I've realised the things that I do well and the things that I could improve upon, and the times where I've done well, and like what were the things behind those times. And I know that trading is about patience, and it's much easier said than done to be patient, um, uh, because it also applies to so many different parts of trading. Like it's patience with the full on complete end goal, but it's also patience within the day. It's also patience within the trade. It's also patience within when you're in the trade, and all those things. There's so many different layers to patience. Um, but I think inevitably the thing that gives me strength and the thing that always is the constant thing that comes up every when I look at the times I've done well is like I've I'm in control of my emotions whether I know it or not. So like there was a time where I did well where I'd like took a break from trading, went to Thailand, come back, and then I just felt great. Like my emotions were high. I wasn't like in these like I wasn't telling myself these stories of I need to do this because and I took away all the pressure. Um, Same thing with I had 2 days left on this account before it renewed, and I just all the pressure then got left behind because it was like the pressure's gone. This account's gonna die within 2 days if I don't trade it well anyway. So I might as well just try and trade it well. And it's like these things happen when they happen naturally. It it gives me the power that I need, and the thing that I've realised is that you can also create that power. The other thing, actually, I forgot to say this. The other thing last night was like I was lying there after I realised that I can remove all these fears, and I was like, wow, I'm actually like creating what I want to create right now. And I can't remember what I created, but I created something. Like, because I was removing the negativity. I was like, well, if I've got the power to remove the negativity, I've got the power to create positivity as well. Because the idea that this thing is not real works for in your favor as well. You can take it away because it's not real, but then I can be like, okay, so it's not real, but go on, let me just add some. Let's add 50 points of confidence, 50 points of relaxation to me now. Okay, go. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can add it because you can take it away. It's not real. I can add it as much as I want. I've been adding it by accident negatively. All this stuff I've been adding by accident negatively, and it's been impacting me. So why couldn't I add it positively and make it impact me? And the thing that I realised last night, and the thing that I've realised before, is that I can create those things, and the power is in the creation of those things, because they do come naturally to me, and they come naturally to just everybody. I think in everyday life, like, it's the outside factors that affect us, but realising that we can create those factors because they're happening all day long, every day anyway. I'm creating negativity. Why can't I just create positivity? I can. I literally can. Um, Easier said than done. I'm not gonna lie, because I've had these realizations many times before, but it's like having that realization and let's see, going mad again. Having the practical steps behind it as well. Releasing that pressure, releasing that story that you're telling yourself that it's not benefiting you at all. It's actually removing you. Taking that away. Maybe I don't need to create the positivity. Maybe I just need to take that away and just be in this moment. But then if I want to create some extra, if I want to put the extra fucking boost on it, then alright, cool. I'm gonna walk around picturing that I'm a king. I'm gonna walk around imagining that I'm the president, and that you know, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the fuck I want. Why couldn't I? I create negativity all the time, so why? It's not even saying why not. I can do that. See it? Do you see it? Do you actually see it? Because I hope that you see it. The thing that we create, that I created last night, was negative. I created that. It doesn't exist. I created it. It doesn't actually exist, and it impacted me. So that also means, and this is not guesswork. This is not a theory that needs to be tested. It means that if I created this thing, I can create this thing too, positively, if I want to.